Terrorist. Indeed, I'm afraid we have no choice but to define them as such. Fortunately, we have no clue as to their aim, nor do we know the names of the group members, its size, or its history. At present, it doesn't even seem the terrorist group has established a name for itself. That's a lot of unknowns. Would I be correct in assuming the man we met in the North Highlands who was trying to start a war is a member? Gideon. Yes, I remember him. So, he's one of them, huh? He said his name was Gideon, or G or something like that. So that's what that man you encountered in the Highlands was up to. He does sound like the terrorist type. And you think he and his group are going to try something on the first day of the summer festival? We're currently operating under that assumption, yes. The summer festival lasts 3 days, but unlike festivals in other provinces, only the first day garners much attention. It's been a month since the incident in Nord. If they intend to make their move soon, tomorrow is likely a time. I'd have to agree. Terrorists do love their time in the spotlight after all. Considering how easily Gideon gave you his name, I'm betting we'll start to see them acting more openly soon. First you gather arms and other like-minded allies in secret, then you reveal yourself with a bang, and keep going in quick succession. That's the typical terrorist MO. I see. And you want us to assist the countermeasures against them? Right, the RMP will be joining forces with the Heimdall military police to bolster the capital's security. Unfortunately, as big as the capital is, I can't say with the complete confidence that there will be no holes in our security. That's where you come in. You'll be assisting our security measures as a reserve force. But I'm sure it'd be nice if the guild was just still active here. That would have come in mighty handy right now. Yes, I don't disagree. Sarah, you do know that the RMP had no involvement in the guild's withdrawal from the capital, right? Oh, really? I mean, your boss and that brother of yours could hardly make their opposition to the guild more obvious if they tried. Well, wow, these two really seem to have a messy history between them. Sure, it looks that way, especially where the guild is concerned. They don't get along. Although it sounds like your brother has been helping keep busy in Crossbow recently. So, what's it gonna be? Whether you choose this as your field study task tomorrow is totally up to you. If you decline, there are plenty of other tasks the governor needs taken care of, like you've been doing in the last 2 days. The summer festival is a busy time after all. Lots of details that need to be squared away. I mean, obviously I choose to fight against crime. I want to do these crimes. Of course. I think I speak for Group A when I say we'd be glad to join with the anti-terrorist countermeasures. Group B feels the same. Alright then. Thank you for your assistance, everyone. Now let's move right along to confirming the patrol routes you'll be following. Alright, I guess things are getting serious now. Things are getting serious in Heimdall. Sarah gonna sleep in our room? I hope not. Or our guild or whatever. Wow, this place sure brings back memories. Up until about a year and a half ago, I'd swing by here at least once a week. Really? I wouldn't be surprised if I'd seen you around before then. Well, I did end up getting to know your sister. Fiona, right? Works as a piano teacher. Seriously? Wait, she did say she knew someone who worked at the guild. I guess she was talking about the instructor. Ha, small world, you don't say? Still, instructor. What is it that caused the guild to withdraw from the capital? I've been wondering that for a while now myself. The guild used to be pretty active here in Erebonia, right? Well, yeah. Direct cause was guild branches all over the country being blown up. I'm sure you already know that. Culprits were Jaeger Corps, were Jaeger Corps hired by a nasty bunch of the guilds was at odds with at the time. Well, still is, but anyway. Thanks to a dependable ally, we were able to defeat the Jaegers, but by then, the Imperial government had its eyes on us. It started making the life difficult for us. It took away most of the guild's authorities in the country, leaving our hands tied. Eventually, the branches here started closing, one by one, with no real prospect of ever reopening. So, that's how it was. Huh, instructor? Don't worry, your dad might be the city's governor, but he wasn't really involved. A certain friend of his, however, was very involved. You're talking about Chancellor Gilead Osborne, representative of the Imperial government, I assume? Yep, him and his cronies in the Imperial Intelligence Division. It's kind of like a sister organization to the Railway Military Police. Anyway, after that, I was out of the job. That's when Principal Van Dyke came and offered me a position at the academy. Quite a story. Started as a combat instructor last spring, and after that, I might end up being chosen as your class homeroom teacher. I still help out the guild from time to time, though. That's how I ended up bringing in our Jaeger princess here. Why are you petting her? Knock it off. So, that's what happened. You mentioned that Jaeger Corps were responsible for the attack. What was its name? Oh, wasn't the same group you used to run with? They were called Jester, not a particularly high-ranking outfit. I see. Worried about me? Well, I did suspect that was likely a different corps. And from the sound of it, the Jaeger Corps' fee belonged to was a pretty large one, though. Oh, definitely. She was with Zephyr. Their leader was this insidious man guy known as the Jaeger King. You name a combat specialty, Zephyr had it covered. They were the only corps on par with the Red Constellation, which had its roots in the Berserkers of the Middle Ages. It caused me plenty of trouble back when I was still a full-time bracer. Look who's talking. You caused us plenty of trouble yourself. Hard to believe this all happened to people we actually know. Yeah, it sounds more like a story out of some novel. Anyway, the terrorists you've been hearing about lately aren't part of any Jaeger Corps. I figured that was the case. Generally, the Jaegers are interested in just two things: money and fighting. Very fair. Or like mercenaries. That Gideon guy you encountered in the North Highlands doesn't seem to fit that description, though. If I had to guess, I'd say he's acting out of some deep-seated grudge. Grudge, huh? Well, it's hard to say anything for sure. I never met him myself. From what I understand, he did seem particularly tenacious. He was definitely that, which means we're really gonna have to step it up for our patrol tomorrow. Your involvement is just a precautionary step, but if you're gonna help, give it your best, I say. It seems like your teamwork is smoother than ever too, so all the better. Anyway, it's late, so get your report written and get some sleep. I'm gonna crash in one of the empty rooms upstairs. No, please! Why do we have to sleep with our teacher? In the same apartment. Alright, goodbye, Sarah. She's probably gonna drink a beer and then fall right to sleep. Oh, the instructor never changes, does she? You sure? She seemed more talkative than usual. Feels like she was pushing herself. Now that you mention it, it seemed far more forthcoming with information than usual. Maybe she's feeling a bit weird being back in her old workplace. You might be right. Still, I guess we're not really in any position to be worrying about her. We'll just have to do our best to coordinate with Group B tomorrow, so make sure everything goes smoothly. Smoothly. Agreed. Alright, the sooner we get that report written, the sooner we can get some sleep. I'm on it. Give me these reports.
Keep up the good work.
I will always work my hardest. 1 o'clock? It's like past midnight? I guess they're gonna show like something attacked.
The time is finally at hand. At last, the hammer of judgment shall rouse this indolent capital from its slumber.
Is this guy Gideon? He sounds like he could be Gideon.
Yeah!
Comrade G, all of the necessary preparations are complete.
But it feels like you have so few men accompanying you.
Wouldn't it be wise to call in a few others for backup?
There's nothing to fear. As long as I have this flute, not even the railway military police stand a chance of stopping us. Tomorrow, the people of this land will at last know our name. My dear comrades, I shall be counting on you all. Yeah!
Alright, well, they're gonna make an attack. Better be ready. Field study day 3. Likely the last day. Day of the summer festival. Oh, the summer festival, finally. Alright, I'm gonna go check on Group B before heading over to the Railway Military Police's command post. Just give me a call in the Argus if you find anything during your patrols. Okay. Will do, Instructor. Leave it to us. Still, I was expecting Captain Claire to be our point of contact. Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to agree to cooperate with the Railway Military Police. I'm not exactly delighted about working with them, but things are looking pretty serious. Helping them out this once and acting as your point of contact, but I won't let them forget a minute that they owe me. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Tell Fiona thanks for the breakfast. Sure thing. Alright, we should get moving, too. We've got our designated areas, so we'll be patrolling them one by one, keeping an eye out for anything suspicious. Instructor Sarah said she'd contact us around noon, too. Let's be off then. Yep. I'm guessing the city's gonna be packed with people, since it's the first day of the summer festival. That's all the more reason we need to stay vigilant. Hope we're gonna be exploring during the summer festival. Quests. Where am I going, though? They said they told me where they were going. Okay, perfect. Let's talk to people here. What's wrong, Milton? Oh, hi, Elliot. There's a pretty interesting rumor floating around at the moment about someone just vanishing all of a sudden. Oh, that sounds spooky. Did you say vanishing? You know any more details? Oh, I caught your attention, I see. I don't know, this is some good stuff. It might even be too juicy to share. Speak up, or we'll force it out of you. Quite a threat. Right, okay, I get it. Dang, you two are scary. So, like I said, someone from the apartments around here just straight up vanished. The caretaker came by to check on them this morning and found the room as empty as if no one had ever lived there. The only thing left in there was the key to the room. That's quite the curious situation. Yeah, especially since they disappeared without even telling anyone. I'd never heard of anyone leaving town during the summer festival either. Maybe they had a reason they had to move out so quickly. Do you think this might be related to the terrorists in some way? Sounds like kind of a stretch. Whoa there, you guys seem like you've got some good material. What's this about tearing wrists? Come on, fill me in. Oh. Nah, we shouldn't. Don't worry, it's nothing important. Does seem to be a substance behind this rumor though. Agreed. I think we'll all do well to keep this story in mind. That's all there is to investigate on Alto Street. We should move on to another part of the city. Alright, so every single street and then we talk to someone. I understand. We'll go to Vancouver Street. The person we talk to here is in this building. The department store. Let's go up these stairs, I'm assuming. Oh, it's Crow.
Woohoo! I'm on a roll!
Are you okay?
I can almost taste that grand prize.
Are you playing blackjack?
Crow?
Ah, hey guys! How's that field study coming along?
Oh, it's going fine. But why are you here?
Oh, you don't know? Classes don't run back at the academy during the summer festival. So I came here to squeeze as much fun as possible out of this fortuitous bit of free time.
Meaning...
The summer races, of course.
Wait, you came all the way here to bet money on horse racing? We're minors. We're not allowed to place bets.
Do I look like a lawbreaker to you? There's a magazine that's running a prize contest for the summer races. You send in your predictions, and if you're spot on, you win a really fancy prize.
So you came all the way to the capital just to check on that?
If only we all had such boundless energy.
All right, time for some serious praying to the goddess. I'll leave the money here, okay?
Thank you very much.
Anyway, I'm heading over to the cathedral over the Song District. Peace.
Thanks.
Come on, goddess. Let me win that prize.
Alright.
That seems a rather pedestrian thing to pray for.
So irresponsible.
That's Crow for you. Looks like there's still places here we haven't explored. Let's go look somewhere else.
Alright, so we had to do that. We had to do that event. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Go up here, I think. Huh. What's wrong? Is that person being sus? Did you notice something? I thought I sensed someone suspicious. You think it was one of the terrorists? Huh, we could typically depend on Fee's instincts at times like this. Might have been my imagination. Lots of people excited for the festival here could have been one of them. Either way, that's something we should note in our report. Like Laura said, your instincts tend to be accurate. Yeah, agreed. That's all there is to investigate on Vicar Street. Time to move on to other areas of the city. We're basically going to every single area, huh? Oh my, aren't you the military academy students from the other day? Huh? Oh, it's Vita. Right, this girl we met. So, we meet again? Did you all come all the way here just to see me? Miss Clotilde, I think is her name. I didn't think we'd get another chance to meet you. Hello again. Actually, we're here as part of our field study again. We're doing a patrol of the city. Aw, isn't that a shame? But I'm glad to see you're all here working hard. I see the two of you were able to make peace too. I'm surprised. How could you notice such a small change when you only met us 2 days ago? Oh, was I right? I just had a feeling that might be the case. Follow the woman's intuition. How could you possibly know that they weren't getting along? Anyway, have you noticed any significant changes here since we last talked? Well, thanks to you all taking care of that beast, I've been able to truly relax during my stay. I've slept wonderfully these past couple of nights, but now that you mention it, I did notice a suspicious-looking group of people near the hotel last night. You did? There were 2 of them talking in the back alley near here, hats pulled tightly over their heads. When they noticed me trying to sneak a peek, they panicked and vanished into the night. I did overhear them talking about a plan of some kind, though. A plan? That does sound rather suspicious, although we don't know enough to say for certain. Yeah, it does seem like something we should keep in mind. Thanks for your help. I'm happy to be of service. Still, I'd love to stay here and talk for a while, but I'm afraid my schedule is a little booked at the moment. Are you busy doing something for the festival? Yes, I was invited by a member of the Imperial family to sing at a banquet being held at the palace tonight. I was actually on my way to rehearse for it. I see. I wish I can go and watch, but I doubt there's any chance of that. Obviously. Well, good luck. We wish you all the best of luck. Same to you. Anyway, goodbye for now. And that's a pro for you. Even when you wish her luck, you're the one who ends up feeling encouraged. Indeed, she never ceases to surprise. That's all there is to investigate in the Garnier district. Time to move up to one of the other areas. How many areas do we have left? Ost District, Dreikel's Manor Park, and the other thing. Got a couple of other areas to do. Yeah, we're just doing every single area, huh? Yeah, alright. Trying to think. We'll do another district. We'll probably wrap up in the middle of this. We're gonna do Ost district now. We have a little bit more time to do more dialogue, I think. And here's the entrance to the underground waterway. What would something like this be doing in the residential area? Especially with all the monsters in it. That's just Heimdall. You find entrances to underground areas from time to time, but it's not much cause for concern. Everyone's smart enough to know that they shouldn't go near them. That puts me at ease. Nonetheless, everything seems to be in order here. Huh? What's wrong, Fee? Did you notice something? Nothing. Chances are nobody's in there right now. Nice to know. Problem is, the footprints we left when we came out of here yesterday are gone. And what does that mean? It's likely that someone went in there yesterday after we all came out. And they have erased any evidence that would suggest they had. Erasing our footprints in the process. Sounds about right. Are you certain you're overanalyzing this? How can you erase someone's footprints? Not completely. It doesn't hurt to keep in the back of our minds at the very least. That's all there is to investigate in the Ost district. Time to move on. Might as well get all these dialogues done, then we'll wrap up.
Sure are more people out than there were yesterday.
Palace sure looks festive today. The Imperial family's parade starts here, doesn't it? It's pretty nuts. Yeah, they even got special security arrangements for the event. I've heard that the limousines they'll be using have high quality shielding to stop bullets and explosives too. I'm guessing you can't be too careful with the members of the Imperial family. I've heard much about the skill of those in the Imperial Guard too. Seeing them in person, it appears those stories were all true. Should be able to handle any crisis that may unfold here. Yeah, I think we can rest easy. That's all there is to investigate in Draco's Plaza. Alright. Yeah, might as well do all these investigations. I think. They're not taking too long. This area appears to be appropriately well guarded. Soldiers patrolling the park appear to be from the Heimdall military police. It looks like the Imperial Guard from Valflame Palace is in charge of security for the Crystal Garden itself, though. I imagine security is going to be airtight, considering the garden's party is going to be held there. Yeah, especially with Princess Alvin in attendance. This level of security is probably standard when it comes to members of the Imperial family. Huh, I thought I smelled something familiar. Oh, Patrick, what on earth are you doing here? Hey, isn't that... Oh, Patrick, you're here too? But of course, I did receive a personal invitation to the garden party after all. So you're all tied up with your field studies or whatever you call them, even on such a fine day. You poor souls. You're a poor soul. Ugh, he really doesn't get under my skin. I've gotten used to it already. Huh, are you alone today? I was under the impression that your butler, Celestine, always attends you. But I don't see him today. Huh, it's true he's often at my side, but I spend plenty of time on my own as well. Don't take me for one of those useless nobles who could hardly lace his boots without his butler's help. I'd always gotten the impression his butler was more there to keep an eye on him. Did you say something? Me, of course not. Well, I wouldn't want to get in your way. I'm sure they have you running all kinds of menial errands. Meanwhile, I intend to introduce myself to Princess Alf and try not to be too jealous now. Now, if you'll excuse me. I hate that guy so much. I can't say I'm all that jealous considering all the time we spent talking with her yesterday. She even invited Breen to be her dance partner. I'd rather not be reminded of that. You know, after seeing that, I can't even bring myself to be irritated by him anymore. Well, the security in this area seems perfect, so it should be relatively safe from terrorists. Yeah, I think it's time to move on. Whoops, I did not mean to do that, my bad. Are you sure it's perfect? Huh? Something bothering you? I feel like we're forgetting something. Huh, now that you mention it. Oh well, maybe it'll come back to us later. I wonder what he could be thinking of. Finally, I think we go to the Heimdall port and we're done. I guess. Where's the Sank district? Do we have to go there or no? What in Adios' name are we supposed to do now? You're telling me? Young folks these days can't count on any of them. There's some kind of problem? Oh, you're the students from yesterday. As a matter of fact, we do have a bit of a problem on our hands right now. What kind of problem? Well, if it's nothing you need to worry about. But last night, a bunch of young workers up and quit, just like that. Most of them hadn't been here for more than half a year. They just started really getting used to the work too. Now, thanks to that, our schedule has been thrown all out of whack. Huh, that is a significant problem. Is there anything we might be able to do to lend a hand? Nah, this one's all on us. We should be able to fix our own problems after all. If they were gonna quit, they could have at least stuck around long enough to train their replacements. I'll bet they got caught up in the festival who play and just decided to cut out work altogether. Is it too much to ask for a few hands who appreciate a good day's work? Something about this sounds kind of fishy. I get that people would be all excited about the summer festival, but enough to quit their jobs? Yeah, it's ridiculous. Timing does seem suspicious. Yeah, let's keep this in the back of our minds for now. Anyway, we've patrolled each of the areas assigned to us at least once. Almost noon now, so you might as well wait for Instructor Sarah to contact us. Alright, now where do I go? Do I just leave? Oh, okay. This is Class 7 Group A, Reen Schwarzer speaking. Hey, it's Sarah. Give me an update. Let me have some water first. Understood. Huh, she sounds like way more serious than usual. Reen reported the results of the morning's patrol. I see. Something sounds off alright. Though, judging by Thief's reaction, it doesn't sound like the terrorists are wandering the streets. We haven't seen anything that would lead us to believe so. I think there's something happening behind the scenes, though. We just can't be sure what it is. Keep sharpening that instincts of yours. It'll prove invaluable to you. The whole game. Something's happening behind the scenes. We just don't know what yet. Literally the whole game. At least like chapter 3 onward. It's almost time for the Imperial family's limousines to head out from the Valflame Palace to their respective events. Crown Prince Cedric will be going to the Heimdall Cathedral in the northwest. Princess Alphen is headed to Mater Park in the northeast. And then Prince Oliver will be going to the Heimdall racetrack in the southwest. Prince Oliver's got an extremely capable bodyguard with him though, so I'm not as worried about him. I've tasked Group A with looking after the Crown Prince, so I'd like you to keep an eye on Princess Alphen. Oh no, why Alphen? Just make sure she gets to the garden party safely. After that, you can resume your patrol. Understood, we'll head to Mater Park at once. Is that the instructor? New marching orders, huh? You guessed it, the limousine carrying Alphen is about to leave Valflame Palace. Our mission? To make sure she gets to the garden pretty safely. Right. We should get to Mater Park as soon as possible then. We can follow the main street. Alright, as soon as we're ready, let's head for Mater Park. Got it. After taking the tram... Yeah, main story will advance. Alright. Can I wrap up here? I'm trying to think. Things are about to get serious, so I think I should wrap up here. Pretty sure it's a good time to wrap up right here. Yeah, we're gonna wrap up here because if main story will advance, I feel like this is a good place. We're like an hour and a half. That's good. That's a good recording session. But yeah, those of you watching on YouTube, hope you all enjoyed. And we should have. I think we're at the end of Heimdall's field study. We should be reaching the end of the field study next time. So we'll probably reach the end of the field study next time and see what goes on then. I'm not really sure how many field studies are in the game, but you know, we're getting ever closer, I guess, in a way, to finishing the game. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.